And we're live. Hello world, this is Zan. Here we have the Abysians at the Smolder Cone, and unfortunately, they're not doing too hot. So, if you know the Dominions 5 lore, more or less, I'm going to be trying to play these guys in reverse, where they start in their human-bred forms, their more human-like physical bodies, not too hot of an area, and they're going to try to transition backwards toward how they're initially presented in the Dominions universe as these lava people that radiate heat. You know, they're in their main city's in a volcano. Their lands are barren and ash. All these things aren't exactly possible in the race creator, but through the various spell tomes that are available to us in the game, we eventually will find a way to get there. So, let's get started. Our first step is definitely to grab a scout, and I see stashes of knowledge and gold, so I'll go ahead and be grabbing those. And our primary army starts with an extra shield unit due to some of our starting traits. If you don't remember those are, we have chosen Prolific Swarmers and Scions of Evil, alongside a strong and ferocious, I guess, physical attributes to the race itself. And they're led by the much larger, more ferocious Baal Khazran, which is in Dominions 5 a hero and a purebred Abyssian. He is riding a wolf. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into this initial army, which, well, I can't even make it there this turn. But although it poses no threat, I will definitely hop into the fight just to kind of show how the game plays. So for our first spell, scout enchantments are pretty good. Fortune is pretty good. Fortune is going to give critical hit chance. But I do think I want Immolate just to light things on fire. For starting production, I do tend to like going for a vendor first. I feel it's going to pay off. You know, it costs 60 gold and takes 10 gold income to pay off over time. The sooner I get that going, the better. I do also like the workshop because it makes it easier to build future buildings. So I think I'm going to start with the workshop for now, and hopefully I get some sort of drop later that gives me production. And we're going to go ahead and get another scout, a pathfinder. They're actually very important for the barbarians, more so than some of the other nations. Oh, I wonder why it's popping this thing out again. That's weird. Okay, that was a weird turn 2 bug, but we'll go ahead and continue. Okay, I see over here in the distance a tranquility pool. It's a rare wonder of the world. When annexed, it'll give me 20 knowledge and lower the knowledge cost of spells, so that's something I can look forward to. And an enchanted den, which is an ancient wonder, and these wonders are almost kind of like a quest dungeon kind of deal. You go inside and fight. You have some sort of predicament you have to deal with, and you go inside and fight a unique army that tends to be rather tough early on. Later on it could get better. And then you end up with some form of unique bonus, the most important which is this little crown thing, which is Imperium. And Imperium is probably the most important resource in the game. You don't start with too much of it, and it is pretty difficult to get more of it, but it does things that, well, here, I can show you one. We can instantly get another piece of population. And for my first one, let's see, if I zoom out a bit, we'll see these little black icons. These are for kind of a unique resource that's in that province, so no matter what you build, you do get those benefits. But early on, obviously, you're going to want to build on those icons. So I think I want food early on so I can get more population, and I'll do so by building a quarry to give me, again, more production for more buildings. And let's finally do this fight. Although I could auto this, because there is really no chance of them winning. I want to go ahead and manually fight it. Alright, so it's just a Sunderer and a Fury, so 2 ranged units, so mostly we're just going to bum rush them. Our ruler itself is a magic user, and we can hide him in the trees, because we don't want him to take too much damage. We'll end turn and set everyone in defense. So now that they've moved forward, I think we can continue our bum rush. We'll move everyone forward first, because these barbarians can do a shield bash. We're going to try to do that, because if it succeeds in stunning them, they don't retaliate, and we set a defensive shield wall, which makes the next warrior to attack take less damage. And then next turn, we can kind of flip the script and have them do the opposite. Okay, so if I move here, I remain obscured in the trees, but I have a decent chance of hitting the enemies. I could also light them on fire, but I don't think I want to waste the resources on this fight. I probably should have done this first. Will this stream be uploaded as a VOD? Yeah, most likely it will. I'll probably upload this later, just the regular YouTube way. Okay, I think I'll end the turn there. Needs more Banefire Ghosts. I don't know actually how many Fire Spirits I can get. I know there's Magma Spirits, and those are pretty cool. Okay, that seems like an obvious choice. Okay, and now we're going to pin down this archer. Fortunately, this guy... Okay, yeah, he can move. And we're going to do the same thing, where we're going to run up, we're going to shield bash. For the stun, this guy takes the flanking strike. Make sure we move there. I probably should have done this first. To do this javelin toss. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's move her here. Damn, she still sucks. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, no worries. Magic bolts will hit. And the warlock can fire his own attack. Good. And that's all I can do this turn. I think they have 10 hit points. Can I finish them off with a fire spell? Okay, guess I'm using magic anyways. Big nuke from the sky. Alright, easy victory. Gives us a frost shield. It's not really what the Abysians are about. They're all about fire. I don't... Can I equip a shield and this weapon at the same time? No, I cannot. So I guess that's going to have to wait for the next hero. Our scout has already moved this turn, and our building queue is good. So we'll end the turn. And if you guys have any questions, if you don't know the game, or anything about what I'm doing, or better tips, please give me tips. Please feel free, let me know. For now, I'm going to follow this road in hopes that I find another civilization. Ideally, like a free civilization or a free state, not an actual player that I can start trading with. Over here, though, I do see this red border, and that's usually some sort of monster. Ooh, and there's a production stash, too. And these brigands will produce units eventually. Yeah, right now this is the early game, so they're just kind of there, but they're not producing units. So, no one knows what, drives the hearts of mortals. It's greed, valor, or hunger, but regardless, if it's red, I'm going to go burn it. My new scout is out and about, and I'm going to send him south for the same reason, just to kind of see what's on these roads. And I see charred lava. Perfect. Keeping in mind, this map is completely randomized, so that's kind of cool that there's some charred lava. In the smolder cone, I'm going to go ahead and use my Imperium to get another population. The sooner I do this, the better, I think. And my gold is okay, but I do still want some more production. So this is an iron deposit. I'm going to go ahead and get that first as a mine, so I get both production and gold. But mines, as a province improvement, you can't really build them everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage that I can build one there and do that. In terms of production, I probably could start slowly accumulating a second army. And I should maybe do that. Since it will take a while, won't. And tier 1 units aren't too expensive, I think. Yeah, 6 gold a turn is nothing. So I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, we have our first development skill available, which is defeating an infestation gives you an extra unit. Good, because we're about to do just that, so I will spend my Imperium to get that bonus. Starting with this little production bonus, which has now completed my building. And as you see here, my shrine is boosted, because if you see a little lower, boost 1 query, because I have 1 query, this is now cheaper. It's 30% cheaper to build. Usually you want to kind of go after those bonuses. Right now I'm not doing too much of that. I'm paying full price, like a dingus for most of these things. I will build a forester soon, but I won't build a farm soon, so we're going to go do that vendor. And now let's fight these brigands. Alright, so they do have a nice looking bandit camp. Unfortunately, I'm hitting them early enough in the game that they don't have too much defense on it. 2 sun priests, probably not too much like damage output. So what I can do is have these guys shield wall and have this guy. He has a kind of a different version of shield wall, I guess. And what I'll do is I'll also have them buff the units. But before I do that, can I cancel this? Left click? Let me get everybody like in a good circle around him. So that way they all get this buff. Very nice. Rush of Strength right there. What does it actually do? It's going to give me temporary hit points, because in combat you don't heal, I guess, real hit points. You heal temporary hit points. You only heal your real hit points outside of combat, which is an interesting way of doing things. Gives you strengthen, so I'm going to do more damage, and regeneration. So I guess as I take damage, I heal up more temporary hit points. It's an interesting system. I'll give it that. And for now, I don't think this guy can do anything. Yeah, let's just end it there. And it doesn't look like they're even in range, so let's see. +3 strengthened and berserk. I don't think I need that. So let's move this guy here. What's this do? It makes them lucky sunflowers in this position to be lucky. Okay. This guy can't really reach, but I don't want him in the way right now. Okay, it looks like we're moving here. I want her to attack first because she does this Sunder defense, so then my next attack does more damage. And let's see. I think we're good here, but we're going to move this guy here somewhere as well. Maybe to this spot. Oh, here is foliage. I'm obscured. Perfect. And then the third warrior can just kind of shield wall these guys. As before, we're going to do these shield bashes after I throw javelins. Little shield bash. Good stun. Little shield bash. Good stun. Great. So now next turn is they're going to wallop the crap out of these units. And the mage, I guess, just try to hit something that's not a teammate. Because there is friendly fire if you have poor accuracy. I could fireball them, but again, I want to try to save my mana. Maybe I'm too stingy on this. Alright, so now we can wall up this guy. We'll javelin throw the other one first. Wall up them. I wonder if this guy can go around and reach if I move the shaman here. Okay. Okay, great. And then this guy. I guess I can't hit them there at all. Oh, but they have a lightning weakness. That never quite goes away. Okay, so just... yeah. Maybe I fireball him again. I keep saying I don't want to use it and then end up using it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So melee attacks have a 100% accuracy. They can't miss. It's only the ranged attacks that have a miss chance. Alright, so we get a Daylight Spear. It's a tier 2 polearm unit from a... it's an elf. Okay. It's the high culture gets these guys, and a Dwarven Hammer. I could use a Dwarven Hammer over the Magic Bolts. But this guy is more of a mage, so I'm going to hold that again until I get the next dude. This guy is pretty good. Nice tall lanky elves. Let's see. It's a polearm unit, so they tend to do good against cavalry large targets. They are resistant to charging attacks, and they strike first when you attack them. Unfortunately, because it's a high elf, I really can't trigger this Dormant Guardian thing. This Awakened is something that's unique to high culture units. But starting with a tier 2 unit is pretty damn good. So maybe I'll keep him around. Integrate him to the army and move south because I see something shiny. The scouts, I want to go check out what's going on with all this fire. It's an army of polearm dwarves. They're a bit under the weather, but they'll be okay. Okay, there's all these spooky independents, but I do see a tower. Towers are good. Creepy lady, a druid of the cycle. They're kind of like decay druids. They have to actually kill something before they can start healing. There's a dwarf that feels better, but he's in his emo phase. That's... alright. Not bad so far, though I do seem a bit isolated. Granted, I haven't checked an entire direction. And I do think one of my first expansions might be somewhere in this valley. Because I do want this tranquility pool, but I do see a lot of these resource deposits down here. And I like building my cities along the resource deposits, which actually, I am not using my scouts correctly. So once I get this tower, I'm going to go ahead and build an outpost. They're kind of important for the barbarians. You know, I haven't seen a lot of streamers use this. I think it's called like the symbol of alacrity or something that barbarians get. I'll talk about that when I get there again. For now, I do want Searing Blades to make all of my attacks of my melee units and my skirmishers to be flaming attacks. I think that's very Abyssian. For now, let's discover this tower. Oh, the Free Chieftain Cog Dredger of Nebheim. Greets with hostility. The burly raiders of Nebheim. They're going to be frostling orcs. They're also ruthless raiders and shadow walkers, and they're strong and ferocious. Oh boy. They're a tier 3 unit, tier 3 free city. So, well, they're, I guess, the complete antithesis to what my nation's trying to be. I'm warlike lava people, and they are warlike frost orcs. Yeah, no, I can see why we're immediately at war. We can't be friends. Okay. I'm gonna go back and place an outpost. Maybe here, on that gold vein. Oh man, it's 100 gold to do it with the Pathfinder. That's a lot of gold. Fire beats Frost. Hopefully that's a good matchup. Let me double check. I think you're right. In this game, that is how it works. No. Apparently this transformation just gives them the frost resistance, but it doesn't make them weak to fire. So that's unfortunate. That is Niflheim. It even has Heim in the name. Yeah, you guys are right. I didn't catch that. Good job. Let's get another population unit. I can get mana or gold. I want gold. Do I need to build a farm or something? Or a market? I need 2 farms. I'll worry about that later. A forester will give me a discount on this battle ritual site, which is what I want to build right now. And the storehouse. I can build it here? Yeah. Oh! And we have found the Nefarious Scabs by Chiefess Rala Flamespear. She looks like she is Abysians. Okay, so I'm going to give her one of my Whispering Stones. And it's kind of like giving her my cell phone. So what this is going to do is just, over time, it's going to start boosting my allegiance with them. And they'll slowly go from being, just completely neutral to having this pact of cooperation where they open their borders, I'm able to trade with them. And eventually, they'll turn into my vassal. And then once they're my vassal, I have the option of whether I want to integrate them and make them one of my own cities. Or if I just want to leave them as a vassal. And then that has another kind of like allegiance meter where they start sending me more and more resources, which is pretty cool. I could also spend, remember I was talking how important Imperium points are? I can also spend Imperium points to make that faster. I don't want to do that though. I want to spend Imperium points on more population, if I can. Anyways, with this forester, I can build a storehouse or a battle ritual site. I might want to do the storehouse first. And then I'll queue up the battle ritual site anyways. For now, can I take this army? They're on a pickup of production. Good. It's got a defender, an anvil guard, and an emo dwarf. You can find folks of your own race in the game. Yes, actually, Mr. Tofakat, there's 2 ways of it happening. One, usually this is on purpose. It will try to make a free city of your same race kind of near you, just at the start. And that's, I guess, give you someone that you can immediately start vassalizing, gives you something to do with your Whispering Stone, or give you like an easy opportunity at the beginning. The other way you can find them, in terms of folks of your own race, and I think this way is actually really damn cool. So like this nation, if I start playing another game, this nation, the Abysians, could randomly show up in that other game as an enemy. I think I have to win a game with them first for that to happen, but I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so let's kick these guys' butts. I think, am I safe to start auto-combating some of these, or... I'll do this one manual, but I'll leave you guys that question. Some of these easier wins. So this one, although these are finally melee units and not like some piddly spellcasters, I think, I mean, this guy's tier 2, which can be spooky. He's got a lot of defense. But they tend to be very defensive. They don't hit too hard, except this guy, the Dark Warrior. That is going to be a problem. But I will deal with that when I get there. Okay, I just want to move everyone together for this buff. Give them some rush of strength, and then I'll just end my turn with the shield walls. Of course, they're going to ponderously march forth, which won't work very well because I'm going to light them on fire. Okay, that didn't do too much. Can I light them more on fire? Okay, not the same way, but I can light one of them extra on fire. Let's do that. Okay, now he's burning. And importantly, I don't know if you guys saw, one of him, I can't zoom in more, one of the units died. There were 3 dudes here, now there's only 2. Their damage, I really like this aspect of them. Their damage actually goes down as the units die, as like the entities go down. Most strategy games have this idea, I guess, or this way of playing where you want to focus fire enemy units down as soon as possible, because in a lot of games, a unit at 1 hit point does as much damage as a unit at full hit points. This one is not like that, so I think that's a cool thing, because honestly, that's something that I feel like we, the player, exploit more than the AI does. So I'm kind of glad that that's not a thing. Alright, so do I want to go bump into their shield wall? I mean, not really, but I also don't want my main dude to be here in the front. Let's move them back. I can put this guy here in the center, because he doesn't shield the wall, but he has first strike. Now I want him to face that way, because flank attacks are a thing. That is not how I thought Obscured worked. Whoops. Okay, this is fine, because now they're separated. Okay, and you saw that that was first strike there. Okay, yeah, this guy's a punk. We got this. We got this. I don't know what I'm going to do about my ruler. He'll figure it out. Okay, this guy or this guy? Oh, they're all obscured, aren't they? Okay, but I don't know how much I care about this one. This is an easy one here. Yeah, that's an easy one. If I try to move this guy over here to support, I think I'll get attacked by this dude, because he has a retaliation attack. So I might want to try to kill it. But this throwing range is not good, and is not going to get better. This is not going to get better either. Jesus. Oh, maybe I should have stunned them. Okay. As for this dude, that's not going to do good. Ah, shoot. And if I move him too far, I think this guy moves here. I'm just going to eat. Yeah, that hit. And run. That was a mistake, going there in the first place. And I'll go ahead and shoot this guy. Do you know how experience works in combat? Is it battles participated in or actions within the battle? I want to say it's battles participated in. After this, we'll review some of the experience of these units and see what happens. See how it stands out. Okay, let's go ahead and stun this guy. Oh, I guess that one's still taunted. That's fine. This is an easy kill right there. It's a 90% throw now. So let's start breaking down his defenses. 99% chance poisoned. Pretty good. Alright. That's all she wrote. His morale is low. Morale is actually pretty cool. One of the games I did, I was a Dark Nation, and they have a way to just... It felt like I was using Wailing Winds on things. People were just running. It was pretty good. I think Obscured mostly helps defend from range attacks. Yeah, I think you're right. That was an oopsie on my end. Alright, let's check their experience. This guy hasn't been around too long. Oh, it's not going to tell me exactly how much experience they have? Okay, he needs 6. I think actions taken does make a difference because I for sure have used these shield warriors more than I have used the Sunderer and the Shaman. And if you notice, they have a lot more experience. Maybe they needed less? No? Yeah, so I think it's actions within the battle does make a difference. It looks like. Because I definitely have used them more and they have more experience than some of the other guys. Okay, as for this dude. Channel power is pretty... It's hard to use, but it is pretty good when you can use it. Okay, so that's an NPC army of scabs, so unfortunately I can't go fight that. But this Marauder Guard is fair game. So we'll get to it. For now, let me put... Where's Smolder Cone? About there. So let me put, like, here? Oh. Okay. Let me put about here. An outpost? And where this person is, another outpost. So, outposts are really important in this game. I think it's kills which give experience. The skirmishers haven't got any kills while you're base infantry. Yeah, you know, maybe you're right. Well, do we know? I haven't been paying too much attention. I don't think this guy has gotten any kills either. But he might have. He might have gotten 1 kill. The skirmishers, really, I don't care if they kill anything. I just want them to lose Javelin and do Sunder Defense. Because that's going to make it easier to stun the enemy and easier to poison them. So, I don't really... I mean, what bonuses do they get? They do more to... Oh, Sprint is pretty good. But they already have... So Sprint is good for, like, running around, but mostly I like it because it gives this slippery trait that you can ignore opportunity attacks or zone of control. But they already have that, so yeah, they don't really need experience. These guys... They get more defense as they level up, and that's pretty important for them. So it's important that they get the experience, yeah. This guy gets resistant and a lot of hit points, which is... That's okay. I wish they got some more defense. These guys get damage, so this... You know, you would think this is a defensive unit. But no, he's actually DPS. Put these guys to sleep. Do I want to keep getting more population, or do I want to... Oh, man, yeah. 30% off all my tier 1 units? I mean, that's like $2, but... Because I think each unit was 6 upkeep, and now they're 4. I mean, still, that's good. Alright, so we can't fight here, but let's fight here. It's a spider. Nothing too crazy. I might need magic if I don't want to take big losses here. And I think I want to do the small fireball more than I want to do the big fireball. So I think it costs less. To cast magic in combat, you have a limit up here in the top right. and that's kind of your like your combat casting points. So you need that, and then you need your actual mana resource, both of them. So let's go ahead and shield wall again as before. Can get this guy a little bit further back. Or actually, no, I want him here. And I think I'll save his buff until next turn, where we might have taken some more damage. Okay, maybe not. I kind of do still want them to attack me, so let's see. This does 25 for 10 casting points to one person. This is 20 casting points? Okay, so I want to do this twice, and then the other one once. Light these archer on fire. Okay, have everyone defend. I didn't know that these guys' attacks did weakened. Weakened is very important for the dark culture units to function well. It's actually extremely powerful too. Oh yikes, this guy's in trouble. That was pretty good. Alright. Definitely need to invigorate. How am I going to do this? I need him to stun. Okay, next turn he'll nuke somebody. So before then, I'm going to need to stun here. Ah, they resisted it. Okay, that's fine. Let's throw here. That should make the stun work. 99% chance. Good. It's unfortunate that this guy didn't get stunned. Oh well. And I think they'll all die next turn, so let's go ahead and do this. Or can I kill someone outright? This guy's stunned. He can't do jack. I can kill this person outright. If I do this, he'll probably die to burning. Let's do that. Yeah, you see he took an extra 10 damage. Okay, yeah. Even if he doesn't die to burning, he's not going to do jack for damage. So I think we're okay. Okay, good. Kind of like spread the damage evenly so we regenerate evenly. Okay, and now this is easy. Let's see, you have 37, you have 48. But I can miss here and I won't miss here. So let's kill this guy. We've all watched, you know, he might not be throwing fireballs, but we've all watched Avatar here. And we know that we know that lightning is just an extension of firebending. So okay, we have first strike. I probably should have thrown shit at people. Retaliation for 1. Look, I'll take 1 damage, that's fine. Okay. Easy. We get a unicorn. That is the superior cavalry unit over a wolf, I'll tell you that much. Oh no. I guess we're riding a unicorn. It has, so the unicorn provides, the reason why it's the superior, it provides this phase ability, and I think you can use that, you know, let's say the situation where the infantry were attacking my mage, he can kind of teleport out of there. So, damn. I guess we're riding a unicorn. Definitely not Abyssian, so if you guys really don't like it, I can definitely change that. That's okay. I don't think his mount is really that important. So let's see, this Ancestral Seer Hall is boosted, which is good. I kind of want this tent. The Barbarian culture, their tier 3 unit is actually really damn good, but I'm poor. So that's tough. And I don't plan on building farms anytime soon, so I think I might just say screw it and do this market. What's going on in my Empire development? Basic seafaring, yeah, that won't be a problem. We're in Pangaea, there are no oceans. There might be some, like, rivers underground, but we're not going to worry about those. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn there. Unexpectedly demands you share wisdom and lore with her. She betrays her ambition. Okay, so I lose knowledge. She gains allegiance, which is good. I can get gold for that knowledge, which I need. Or I can tell her to kick rocks. I do need allegiance with her, but I'm going to get that anyways. But this is like a turn and a half worth of gold. And I'm going to lose a lot of knowledge. 30% of my knowledge. I think I'll just do the allegiance. Yeah, because you see this other white shield? That's some other jackass trying to, you know, flirt with my free city. And I don't want them to have it. So, yeah, you know, a good thing I took take the allegiance boost there, so that puts me ahead of the game. Yeah, screw them. Anyway, so now that this army is free, I'm gonna go... How long does this outpost take? I can swap out and send these guys south, or I can send them this way. Or find out what's going on over here. Let's see. I think I'll ride my majestic unicorn into the south. And find out what's down there. Perfect. Instantly rewarded with a large pickup of gold. Less so over here. This looks scary. So we'll send... Oh, I missed that. There's probably some critter on it. That's probably why I didn't pick it up. So we'll send this person this way. Or no, maybe I should turn back from Niflheim down there. I think I'll turn back from Niflheim. Yeah, there's a critter. We'll turn back from Niflheim. We'll continue this guy. Okay, so like, hold on. This is what makes barbarians really damn cool with their outposts, and why it's really useful at their scout to make it. So I can move this guy to the outpost and do Ritual of Alacrity, which is busted. I wish I could build these in Dominions 5. This shit is busted. Just get my movement points and heal all my units again. Let's do it. Alright, so we have here Lesser Storm Spirits, pretty cool. What do they do? They don't really care about your ranged attacks, and they'll hit you for lightning damage. And it's a charge attack, so I don't want them to run at me, which would be bad. They're weak against cold. Okay. So... he can step here. So I want to be just before that, like there. And we're going to run at them next turn, so let me do this now. New game, same AI. Okay, so now we have to run at them. Shield bash here. Get that hit in. Okay, and we will shield bash here. Okay, now this person... Yeah, these guys aren't going to do too much. Okay, because this guy doesn't even have, like, a melee attack, for example. So he's going to be pretty useless. Other than that, I guess I can do the zone of warding to reduce the damage I take. How much health do you have? 44. What I could do here is over channel and do 2 fireballs. Okay. And now I can kill him. Magic is fair. Okay, well, yeah, now I can't hit this dude. Okay, but mostly they're dead now, so we'll just speed this up, take a little bit of damage in return, but nothing too big and crazy. He's clapped. He's clapped, 79 gold. So I can't go back to the outpost to do the ritual of alacrity. It does have a cooldown, but I'll continue to explore what's down here. And now this person, okay, they're still going that way. We'll explore, I guess, this side of the volcano. And at some point, we gotta get these guys around and start clearing these monsters for my second city. So what I'll do is I'll put some palisades so that Niflheim can't just walk into it. Over here, though, I think I'm more likely to do a work camp. And for 15, I'll take another population point. Do I want a second forest or the mine? 2 foresters gets me the granary. 2 mines doesn't do much for me right now. It will do a lot for me later. Let me see. Okay, that forester got me that, yeah. So I think I'll do the mine because I look pretty poor. Thank you, John. And there's Fire Evoker. So now we've got the Pact of Cooperation with Scab. They're going to open their border so I can walk through them. I can trade with them. If they have magic materials, they can trade with me, which is good. So let's see. They have rainbow clovers. And I can buy that for 10 bucks a month, but as I said, I'm kind of poor. But what I will do is do 9 mana for 10 food. That's pretty good for now. Even though I'm burning through mana a lot in combat, but I'm not summoning creatures or doing things that have... Well, shit, no, here. This is going to be upkeep right there. So for my next trick, I think I want pyromancers. Yeah, because these are... the little flame spirits, or the little spirits in general, are interesting because they are weaker than tier 1 units, I think. But as they level up, they can... Hold on. Where is it? They can eventually turn into like their bigger form, the Magma Spirit. And the Magma Spirit is a tier 3 unit, and these guys don't fuck around. They're legit. So it's kind of a... Do you want to start raising these... Whereas these guys are better now. But they're more expensive. They get this Flame Strike ability, which is cool. But they're more expensive. And they don't transform later. They both have a chance of inflicting burning. It's just, do I want to pay gold or mana for them? And I think I would like to pay mana. They're both considered battle mages, which is good. But this guy's cheaper. So I think I will do the Magnet Spirit, actually. Okay, where's the road? Okay, it's here. Okay, so this is the Pantheon Shrine. We cannot mess with this yet, because although it's an Ancient Wonder, and it has some cool stuff and rewards, but it is a 2 skull silver Ancient Wonder, and that will fuck me up. So I'm not gonna mess around with that. Knowledge per research post, which I don't even have, counts as conduit, which is good. Conduit is a type of building you can put out for your population. A blessed soul to the Rally of Lieges. So these guys are pretty damn good. And the Rally of Lieges, we'll talk about that when I get there. This is more important though, the Archon Blood. So it's Hallowed Ground. It's going to give me more combat casting points and a lot of mana. Obviously I'm going to have to clear out this stack, which is way too powerful for me right now, because all this is just a dude on a bird. It is a strong dude on a bird. So I'm not going to mess with this right now. He's angelic, so he's a bird on a bird. These are just normal bird orcs with halos. Okay. But yeah, nothing I'm going to mess around with right now, for sure. Let's keep moving south. Is this the road? Yeah. So we find the Serpent Cavern here. So this is a tier 1 wonder, and I might be able to mess with this one. Gives me options of some serpents. I don't think they evolve, though. Okay, but I spot some treasure, and that's pretty good. Arcanium ore. Arcanium ore is really good. It's a Titan sweat, and you turn it into weapons. Anyways, let's start casting Searing Blades. It'll take me a bit, but it's going to transition all of my melee damage to fire damage, which is good. Surprised I haven't seen anyone. This is like the standard map size. Oh, there it is. A real player. Vanera of the Star Sailing Fae. Let's see, do they even like me? No, they hate me, so I'm just gonna, you know, Chaos Prince Abyssian things. Okay, well, screw you. I'll get some mana. Wonder if it's worth exploring the underground passage. It might just be a colossal waste of time, so I'll let my scout do that while I move this way to start clearing these guys out. I do want another city. And I think this was building walls. So once the walls are done, I'll do that. For now, let's get these guys slamming weapons. Our first step in becoming purebred Abyssians is lighting our weapons on fire. Your claim province has been captured. Oh, I guess I had a claim on this side of the valley. Okay, well, I'll deal with that later. I don't want to declare war just yet. Is this something I can beat? Yeah. Let's go ahead and beat that. Let's do an auto combat. Down here, there's... That is a rock giant. It's a lot of damage. When are we doing multiplayer, Grippa? Grippa, do you want me to save this and do a multiplayer game with you? Are you down to do that tonight? Grippa, you don't need to lie on my stream. You don't need to tell people you got the 3 cities. Come on. That's not cool. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this into an Abyssian city. Again, that costs Imperium, which is hella important. Okay, down here, we produced a work camp, which lets me build 1 province improvement. Sure, you're free. All right, cool. Let me finish this turn. Are you ready to go right now? I have not done multiplayer. I don't know how this goes. I can annex that mine. Okay, that's pretty cool. 3 cities in 3 games. I mean, he does start with them. Oh, I should have done this. I can do this next turn. Hold on, let me do this Grippa first, because if not, I'm going to forget I have to do that, like, with urgency. I think I'll just do 2 warriors. Actually, I'm going to have a second hero, so I should do 1 more. The hell is this? A fire penguin. The Pyre-born dire penguin. Once every decade, our finest hunters ride out in search of the Pyre-born dire penguin. Hey, okay, so while I wrap this up and Grippa starts, is there, for the viewers, is there any specific culture or race or maybe magic you guys would like me to try in the next game, or do I just randomize something to pick? I can join them. You can tell them off for murdering penguins. I mean, look at this thing, though. Like, it has battle scars, dude. I will send several hunters in my stead. No. I'll have no part in your cruel rituals. No. Okay, I'm honored to join him. Where are these penguins? Okay, I'll send stuff there later. Let me... What was I gonna do? This. Okay. Damn, this is good too, battlefield looting. I need more Imperium. Okay, so let me do this. Just kind of auto-resolve that one. Okay. Move them that way. Do that. Just kind of like my final things before I switch games and then forget what I'm doing the next time I hop on. I said I wanted another forester, right? Quarries. Okay, so barbarians really benefit from foresters. So I think I'll just do another one of those. I should make like 2 quarries though. Like up here, I'll make another quarry. What's Bloodlust? That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. I'd love to see Necromancy hasn't been able to get it to work. Can never go wrong with a horde of skeletons. Necromancy, Necromancy. Okay. Necromancy it is. So let's do a save. Let's back out. Not surrender. Exit game. To menu. I guess what I'll do, Mr. Top Cat, you asked if I was going to re-upload this as a VOD. So what I can do is after the stream is done, I'll come back. Let me write this down. I'll come back here to 58 minutes in, and I'll mark this as kind of like the end of episode 1 for Abysia. And then I'll continue the rest of the stream as a separate video here with Grippa.